TCR's Media Network with Mark Connors. Well, hello everybody. How you doing? Mark Connors, TCR Media Network. You know, guys, I've been telling people for quite a while that Mr. Obama has been bringing, transporting thousands of illegal Muslims to the United States. And here's a video that I want to show you. It's pretty interesting. And because there's a pilot that is going to reveal what he knows about this. Guys, you are watching TCR Media Network. Welcome to the show. Tonight's show is brought to you by San Diego Harley-Davidson and ConnorsCoffee.com, where you guys can get all that fantastic coffee. Okay? Check this out, man. Take a listen to this, you guys.
This is actually Heads Up Warriors. And we have a pilot on with us who's going to blow the whistle for us on the things that are being done to the pilots. And he's got a lot of other information, I can tell.
This is Rev Michelle Hopkins.
So with that, I'm going to introduce Dennis Schwelke. Dennis, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing very good. I've been doing what's called 135 unscheduled on-demand charter type work throughout all the United States, Canada, the Caribbean, and Mexico, and I just completed a flight to Honolulu, Hawaii. Here, that was my last flight with the company. I just within the last about 10 days, I received intercompany email. And the email basically was outlined from the chief pilot in our organization, and it stated that there were some new requirements that had to be met regarding TSA, Homeland Security type things, regarding security risk assessment. And it simply stated that as action is required, complete the additional information that's required of me, so I could continue on with being a pilot and being an employee of this company. And lo and behold, the first thing that comes up is basically a consent form. New requirement from TSA that says that I agree to give up a whole boatload of constitutional rights in regarding security risk assessments as a United States American commercial pilot.
And I am guessing that every pilot had to sign this?
No, not yet. I only found one other pilot yet in our organization that had received this email, and I asked that pilot, did you really read it? And no, I just went ahead and signed it. And I said, you didn't read it and you didn't understand it. Well, no, I just need my job. So I'm really shocked at that whole for all response. And I'm going, how many other pilots are doing the same thing all over this country? I want to read, so that this will be recorded, and for everyone to hear this.
Okay.
It says, quote, and I quote, please carefully read the statement again and reconsider your decision. One of the conditions of employment at Coletta Charters is being enrolled in, that is 12.5 Standard Security Program. If you elect not to agree/participate, we will unfortunately have to make January 14th, 2014 your last day of employment with Coletta Charters. End quote. This is where this starts tonight. This is the first talk radio show that we've been on or going on to get this out. And the faster that this can get out, the more we can get pilots to call me. I would love to be the chairperson as one to head such a movement in that direction. And I was told by AOPA the last couple days that I'm, to their knowledge, I'm the first American pilot that has stood up and said, nope, I'm not signing that. I'm the first American pilot to be fired as a...
Now, guys, this was in 2014 when this guy did this radio show. Can you imagine Wait till you hear what he's going to say. And can you imagine what it's going to be like, what it's like now, what it has to be like now?
Result of this.
Dennis, I want you to share with the listeners what you know about those empty flights coming back.
Exactly. It was just a little over a year ago. A Tennessee state representative by the name of Rick Womack is also a commercial pilot for one of the major passenger-carrying airlines, and he does the international flights. And he blew me out of the water when he stood up at the Baptist Cornerstone Church in Madison, Tennessee. And he talked about he is a commercial pilot when he leaves the United States to fly citizens and so forth over to Europe, and then when the airplane is empty, they turn around and come back. And no other Europeans were allowed to fly back, or Americans. The airplane was scheduled to be stark empty, and what happened? They loaded that aircraft rock solid full with every seat filled of illegal Muslims, and flew it back to the East Coast of the United States, where he said he was instructed to land, and they taxied right past immigration, and those people were literally let off and escorted off the airplane, and they were given thousands of dollars in their pockets, and they had and he was naming off all kinds of other benefits. And he was informing this whole audience of several thousand people that he, as the pilot in command, was doing this not once but multiple times. And I felt like I felt like standing up and saying, "Excuse me, Mr. Womack, did you say you were the pilot and pilot in command? And do you not understand that you have the final say for each and every flight before that aircraft ever starts up? And you're telling me that you are flying illegal, undocumented immigrants or illegal immigrants to this nation, and you are applying your hands to the throttle, and you are an accomplice to that? And you're not saying, no, I'm not doing it, fire me first, and suggest to all of the other pilots in your airline capacity that they do the same instead? You, as a Tennessee state representative, find some jolly and standing up to everyone, announcing what is going on? It's like, I felt like saying, why do you even run for a state representative? Because anyone else in any other capacity can voice their opinion or statements about what's going on, but as a state representative, he ought to be doing something about it. And as a commercial pilot, you have the final say on whether or not a flight goes. He had the authority and the power. But the bottom line, he obviously did not want to lose his job. And he found it obviously more important to just be an informant as a state representative. I was absolutely sickened, like Terry sensed it. I was sickened that a fellow pilot didn't have the gall to say, no, I am not flying these people back. Not a one of them have any IDs. That literally, when you know that a federal offense is being committed, there are Title 18 and Title 42 rules and codes that says if you especially participate in it, that makes him accomplice. And a Tennessee state representative announced that to thousands of people.
For sure. You know, I just got a little piece of news in. Obama just paved the way for 30,000 Syrian Islamists to resettle in the U.S.
Well, he's been sneaking them in on those planes all this time. Now he's just being more blatant about it. Now we find out it's not just our geographical borders that are wide open. Our skies are too. We've been invaded big time.
Yeah.
While we sleep.
And that's
Literally.
why I'm saying you prayer warriors better get up now. I mean, really, truly, get up. Start praying night and day, don't quit.